100 men versus gorilla, who would win? I tried to argue for the gorilla side, but it is an impossible feat for 100 men to lose anything against one thing. Except the bear. I think a bear would beat 100 men just because bear's claws will literally gore you on, like, just any attack. A gorilla's not going to one-tap every man. So eventually the men will just 100% beat the gorilla over time. It's a crazy take. One man could beat a bear. That's the craziest thing I've ever read. Under the circumstances of, like, 100 men have to kill a bear, and the bear is there to kill, like, people, like an angry bear. No. A one man cannot kill a bear. Not in that circumstance. With no weapons, everyone's unarmed. Oh, maybe you don't know what the scenario is. Everyone is unarmed. It's unarmed men. Because, yeah, if one guy has a spear, they can kill any animal. I've never seen the guy wrestle a bear to save his friend. They both survive. I'm sure there's, like, circumstances where that's happened, but I'm just saying, like, in the hypothetical that people keep tossing around, the 100 men versus a bear, unarmed men versus a gorilla, usually the stipulation is, the, like, mentality is taken out of it. Like, the animal is there with the full intent to kill. It is an angry, enraged animal, not, like, confused or anything. So it wouldn't be like that. Like, I've seen, like, you can scare bears. But in the hypothetical, it's like if you can't do that, and it's just an actual fight. The masturbation problem in Seattle is huge right now. The video is called "Seattle Homeowners Suing Denny Blaine Park for Lewd Acts." What do you mean? You talk about it like it's an epidemic. Can I even watch this on stream? So what, people just go to this park, get out of their trucks naked, and start masturbating? That's like the whole point of going to this park? It's censored. It doesn't matter if it's censored. I can't just watch someone jork his peepness like that. Even if it is censored. Here, I'll at least look up what's happening. Seattle locals claim city neglect over indecency issues at Denny Blaine Park. So they're claiming that it's neglectful of indecent exposure, and also other criminal activities. The incidents reportedly occur on park benches, sidewalks, and even outside of private residence. They're described as persistent, aggressive, and illegal. It's a popular nude beach. There's also... wow. The park previously sparked controversy over plans to add a playground, which was ultimately scrapped after advocacy from the queer-led group Friends of Denny Blaine, who argued that changes could compromise the park's reputation as a safe space for free expression. What a crazy suggestion to put a playground at a nude beach. Oh, whoa, wait, is this real? Nudity is not prohibited in Washington, Seattle. Police have clarified that there are laws against indecent exposure. Misdemeanor requires evidence of lewd or obscene behavior for law enforcement to take action. You can just walk around in your birthday suit in Seattle? You're right, this does seem to be like an actual pretty big issue in Seattle right now about Denny Blaine Park. The group noted that city officials have considered implementing a public masturbation deterrent infrastructure. What is that? What is a public masturbation deterrent infrastructure? What does that look like? Like, it's not like the anti-homeless benches where they put, like, the... like, uncomfortable shit like the handrails in the middle so they can't lay on them? How do you deter public masturbation? Maybe shoot muscle relaxers at your penis. Well, yeah, but they can't just have, like, the Gooner police patrolling 24/7, like, bear spraying people that start cranking it. That's not reasonable. But I also don't know, like, what structures you could put up in there to discourage it. Maybe, like a landfill or something so it smells really bad so you won't want to masturbate around it? Yeah, I guess it could. I mean, I guess they realistically could just have, like, local park security just be more vigilant. But they could just say that. They're putting a task force in place or something to stop the public masturbation. Apparently their solution is called bystander intervention training. No way, that's actually their solution. A citizen's arrest on Gooners? Here, I'll stop reading it over here. They don't show anything here like in that video. Whoa, what? It's illegal, it's illicit, it's masturbation multiple times a day by men sitting on the wall, sitting at the park, in view of homes and in view of everything, and it's non-ending and really troublesome. How? How can you possibly do that many times in a day? The stamina is incredible. Like, I'm sure it's not the same guy doing it, but like, that many people doing it that many times a day is nothing shy of impressive. We're talking about getting rid of illegal illicit activities include masturbation, inappropriate come-ons to people in the neighborhood, and men pulling their parts on and asking women if they want to touch them. That is not legal nudity, that's illegal. And that's what we're asking the city to take care of. The two sides disagree on the lawsuits, but they said they're open to working together. What's there to disagree with? That's totally reasonable. It's like, hey, maybe we should do something about this rampant masturbation issue here around Denny Blaine. That's crazy. Friends of Denny Blaine is also hoping police officers and park rangers will take part in training that ensures they know nudity is not illegal in Washington. The group said it plans on hosting a free bystander intervention training on May 18th. The group said training is to educate people on how they could respond to inappropriate behavior of all degrees of seriousness. They recommend people call police or park rangers. Yeah, I mean, that's a good step. Wow. To me, it doesn't seem like that complicated of an issue. Let's shut this shit down. Like, no, like we shouldn't tolerate public masturbation in any of its forms here. Like, I think that's a totally reasonable perspective for them to argue. I don't know about the bystander intervention training. Just call the police. Like, I don't think you need to be trained to do that. Or if you got pepper spray, just fucking mace them or something. In that news video, they showed like 10 different videos of guys jerking it. It's hell on earth over there. That sounds miserable. Imagine working for a security company and you get assigned to cockwatch. Yeah, there's worse positions to have. You see, Katy Perry canceled the rest of her concert because everyone thought it was cringe. Well, that's a lie. That didn't happen. I did see Katy Perry made a statement, though, about people treating her like a piñata. What does that mean? It means she doesn't like people making fun of her cringe. Like, it's just that simple. Like, she's trying to be, like... She's trying to be a victim, and to a certain extent, I think there are people that are hating her for no reason. Like, I saw some, like, really reachy shit about Katy Perry. But overall, it's just cringe. And people are making fun of it because it's embarrassing. And she refuses to have any self-reflection on it. Cringe, worst crime on the internet. I used to think that too, but I've actually come to learn the worst crime on the internet is being ugly. I don't go on Twitter very much anymore, but anytime I do, there is at least one new punching bag just for being ugly. Like, what was it? Last week it was John Tolliver, I think? Was that last week? I don't remember. But, like, it was just him hanging out with his girl, and he was just getting absolutely fucking blasted, insulted, annihilated just for being not good looking in that picture. So, like, the worst thing you can do online right now is just be ugly. Don Tolliver. Sorry. Yeah, Don Tolliver, not John. Yeah, sorry. I meant Don Tolliver. Not John. Being ugly is like having that garbage breath from SpongeBob. Yeah. But, like, the thing is, Don Tolliver's not even, like, ugly, per se. Like, he's not even, like, a bad-looking guy, but the photo floated around and everyone's like, man, this guy's, like, he looks like a biblical punishment, and, like, all kinds of insults. Like, everyone's just trying to one-up everyone's insult on this guy, just because it was the trendy thing to do, and that's, like, a different target every week for it. Like, it's just game over if you're not, like, an absolute beautiful person. That's the worst crime, is just being ugly.